Good evening, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to Market Pulse, where we discuss about what happened last week and what could be expected next week in the Indian stock market and the global markets. So, before we start this week's Market Pulse video, I'm really glad and I'm thankful to all the investors who trusted us, who trusted our process of helping you, guiding on the investment, and have invested through us into HNI wealth products, which has actually landed us with this great award from IIFL. In fact, we just received it yesterday, and I did share in our community and our social media post as well. So it's all thanks to all of your support. I am deeply indebted to all of you, because see, when we started MPI Invest, it was just a charity organization that we had started. It was not a business at all. By the way, of course, running a charity organization requires funds, and that is how we started doing some initiation in business terms, and we started this company officially, where we could help. I mean, see, you can invest your fund anywhere. You can invest in a bank, you can invest to in another organization, but then what makes a difference at MPI Invest is, see, if you work with another company, you'll be attended by an employee in the company who would give you his own ideas or what was told by the company to him or her. Second thing, that person would have some idea, and as soon as he quits from the company, you lose track of that, and then you have new sessions coming in, and you have different people interacting with you with different ideas over your lifetime. Whereas at MPI Invest, we want to keep this as an exclusive community. Yes, it's an exclusive community. We don't want to work with huge number of people just like that, but in fact, we want to work on a one-to-one basis. And this is something I love to do as passion that I am doing. I help people invest right so that we grow financially together. So, of course, you all know I am a financially retired person. I've kind of worked in multiple companies for more than 20 years in the corporate sector and retired financially way back in 2017. So I would say we are doing this initiative very importantly to help people achieve their financial goals and understand the best investment opportunities that is available in the market, and guide them to the right one. And that's exactly what we do. And this one you can do through a bank also. Same thing is what it costs with us. We don't charge anything extra. Yes, but then there is a catch. What is the catch? We work with only those people whom we enjoy working with, or people who are in sync with our thoughts. So that's the only thing, because we are not charging anything else. It's a one-to-one meeting that we do, the time that we spend together, and we don't charge you anything for that. So it is just as much as a cost which, or any bank or any other institution would charge you, but we don't charge you. So that is something very important about MPI Invest, and of course that trust is what has helped us here with all these achievements. So this was from IIFL. This is something that we received from Motilal for the best performance in, again, the HNI investment portfolios. Now let me tell you something. When we started off, our focus was entirely on the middle class and the lower middle class, because we wanted to bring people up. Even now we want to serve them the best. But then one thing that I found was majorly that most people are worried about what commission we are taking out of it. Now, let me tell you something. Whatever is the kind of investment that you do, as a investment company, what we get is very negligible. Very negligible. It's only when the huge volumes of investment comes, which actually is something which gives us some decent return to kind of working harder. There is some motivation that gives us as well, isn't it? So this is something that we do, and we don't we look at giving genuine information and suggestion. Be that your health insurance, be that your life insurance, be that your investment into FD, be that into your investment into RD, be that the investment into your short-term fund, be that investment into mutual fund, portfolio management service, AAF. We handle it all. We are tied up with almost all the major companies in the country, like IIFL, Motilal, HDFC, ICICI, you name it, and we are SBI. We're all working with all of them. Now it's only up to you to start investing, and for that, when we're giving you free guidance, don't you think there's a lot of research that goes into giving guidance? Don't I have to be updated about the market? So the kind of investment of time that goes into it, we are not charging a rupee for that, is something that we are doing separately and different at MPI Invest. So, keeping that aside, now let us come back to the markets. But then, I thought I should be answering this because there were many of these queries which come. In fact, one thing that I saw was, when as people mature, right, they understand that when they're investing, they should look at what they receive out of the returns rather than what we receive from their investment. So it is today's practice that today, the way the Indian markets have actually developed so much, there is very negligible return actually that comes in. So that's not important to talk about here. But what is important is, at the end of the day, are you making money by investing through us? So the best part of MPI Investors, we don't take money from you. We don't take your investment also from you. So you just open an account through our partners and you directly invest in with them. That could be HDFC, that could be ICICI, that could be Motilal, that could be IIFL, but wherever it is, you just open your account, you have your username, password, you have your investment panel, you add a fund into it and invest it. Only thing is you open that account through us. Simple, right? If you feel that is also too much in asking, I'd rather, consider it to be not doing at all. Well, coming back to markets now. So last week was a terrible week because we could see the entire stock market falling globally as well as India. And in India, the way the markets fell each day, except forget Friday. Apart from Friday, Tuesday was a holiday, so Monday the markets fell big. Wednesday the markets fell big. Thursday the market fell big. At one point of time, it felt that the markets, the way it was growing, the speed, in next 2-3 days of the fall country, the market would have touched 18,000. But the markets have actually taken a good support, close to 18,800. 18,800 or 900 is a good support zone. So it has taken a support, and from there, on Friday, the markets have actually rallied up. It has come and closed above 19,000. Now, that sounds great to many of you. But then let me tell you, after Indian markets closed on Friday evening, the US markets open and have fallen big again. So that actually would be leading to a gap down opening tomorrow. But then, of course, things can change by tomorrow morning when the futures start trading. And then we will see Asian markets also. So based on that, I will discuss more about the tomorrow's opening tomorrow morning podcast. But as of now, yes, there is weakness still seen in the US market. So October has been not great. So the November series is starting now. So we need to look at how they are doing. So of course, if you see what has happened in this last few weeks, very importantly, of course, there is geopolitical tension between Israel and Palestine, which has been kind of hitting the market hard. But if you remember, during Russia war also, it did hit the market hard. But then over a period of the Russia's war is still on, and markets have actually forgotten that. Similarly, now it's almost a month now that Israel-Palestine war has started. So that will start happening soon. But then the only concern here, unlike Russia war, is in Russia war it was just Ukraine and Russia and not spreading. But here things are not looking great as neighboring countries are also seeing unrest, so which is not a great sign. So that is something which can be a little uncertain at this point of time. So that needs to be watched. So because of that, markets can be volatile. And last week, in fact, I did not even trade. Just on Thursday, I took a small trade, very small trade, a trial, and then immediately I saw it was not going as per my plan. So it has hit a stop loss and I exited. I am not even taking a trade for this week as well. So at such times, it is not important to be trading. So I am not at all advising that even if you are an expert trader. In fact, at this point of time, it is a great time to invest. And that's exactly what I did. So on Friday, in fact, on Thursday afternoon around 2 o'clock is when in our community we discussed and we added some great portfolio into our account. And that was something which is actually already yielded a great return on Friday, the way the market rallied up. So, in fact, I had discussed this on Thursday morning podcast also, and I hope that has helped for members take care of that. So, markets have actually done well, and markets on Friday. But then, is this end of fall? I would say definitely this is not something anybody can ever predict. Like I always say, we can never predict the market, we can only anticipate the market. And as per what I anticipate, if you look at an important level, I told you 18,800 to 900 is a good support zone. And now markets have closed about 19,000. We might see a 50 to 100 point gap down today. If that happens, we will still open just just below 19,000 and maybe just above 18,900, which is a good support zone. As long as that is sustained, we might see some consolidation for some time, but as long as this level is sustained, I would say there are high chances the market can consolidate in this area or go slightly positive. But then because markets are already in an oversold zone at this point of time, so that actually can give some trigger is what I would think. But if the markets at all see the break of 18,800 on the downside, there are high chances the market can actually break loose, and that can actually take the market below 18,500 also. So for this week, I am expecting the markets to kind of trade between 18,400 to 19,500. So to be on the safer side, if you want to actually take a trade, it could be below 18,500. That is about 18,300 something should be a good level on the downside. And on the top, 19,550 to 600 could be a good level to expect at this point of time. Of course, I will narrow it down as we go ahead with the week. But then, of course, we have the Diwali month starting. So let us see how the markets actually perform, because generally India has seen the month of Diwali as a good month. In fact, October also has been a good month, but this time October was bad. So will it recover in November, or will it continue to give the same negativeness, is something that we need to see. But one thing, let me tell you, at every point of time, one of the major reasons for the big fall in Indian market is the FII selling. And all these days, like one of these days, they sold for almost 7,000 crores. Now, best part is, even though they were selling for such huge numbers, DIAs have equally contributed to the market and bought it at a lower level. So that is actually a great thing. They've been kind of, the FIs have kind of been dumping stocks in Indian market, and DIAs have actually been buying it at every level. So that is actually a great sign, because as long as the net selling is not big, markets can continue to be more stabilized. So this is why I feel the market will not see a very big fall, but it could be stabilized until the DIA starts selling along with FIS. So that is when we probably have to worry. But as of now, I don't see a reason to worry fundamentally. So markets are at least looking good and decent. And like I told you, one thing always remember is always the falls in the market is always temporary, and the growth in the market is always the top thing. So that is something which is very important to understand. The growth is something that sustains in the market, because as long as human beings are there, the markets will only continue to rise over a period of time. So that is something which is very important, and we need to always remember, whenever a good opportunity is seen, it's a great time to invest. And that's exactly what I do, and that is my secret of success. And it's not a secret anymore, of course. Everybody knows this. In fact, I'm really proud nowadays. Last week, most of the MPI family members, when the market fell, only called me asking, hey, shall I add fund now? Now, that is something beautiful, because I still remember when we started, we were new MPI investment, we used to see a fall. People would call me asking, shall I exit the market now? So that mentality is what I appreciate at this point of time. People have understood the importance of long-term investing, and that is actually building growth financially, and also building their portfolio and adding to their wealth. So that is something very important. So we look forward to all these things, the markets to be looking good at this point of time. But if at all there's a fall, again, I would wait for a good level. So if 18,800 is broken, then I will wait for 18,400 to 500 as the next important support level to add some funds, as long as they take some support. If they don't, again, we'll have to wait. But if the market rises up from here, again, I'll wait for the next fall probably to add some more funds into the market. But then, if you remember, just a few weeks back when the markets were topping, I had told you clearly not to leverage, and if you have leverage, to exit those leverages during the time. If you have still not exited, you are probably getting into trouble. So that's something very important to know. And also, this is a good opportunity for you to exit out of bad stocks and enter into good stocks, because there are many good stocks available in the market. And do your due diligence before investing. Or if you need support, of course, we are there to support you. You just have to be a part of the MPA family, free of cost. So, well, I think we've discussed a lot of things now. I think it's slightly long today, but then this was something very important for sharing with all of you. So I feel this is something worthwhile to spend time on. So with that, this is how the week is looking ahead like, and let us see how the market goes. And of course, this week we have the important things to look out from US, where the US Federal Reserve Chairman Powell is actually looking to speak. So that is something. Again, of course, they have the meeting, but then I'm not expecting them to increase the rates. But then the comments that comes from him is something very important. Of late, the way Mr. Powell has been giving out comments in a harsh manner has been hitting hard on the markets and not doing great. So this is something which is not looking great. In fact, US markets are in a very bad shape. Indian markets are comparatively much better, and I would say that's of course a good strength because of the retail sector members in this market. So that's it. I think if you have any questions, of course you can put it in the group. Well, thank you, Proshivana, for the wishes. Yes, it is a great achievement in a short period. We are proud of what we have achieved, but then we are even prouder because we have achieved this helping people, and even more proud because each one of you are part of this success, and of course without you we are nothing. So that's it for now. Thank you for all the support that you've always offered to us. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. Let us catch up tomorrow morning with more details, and if you don't have a financial plan yet, consult with us. It's again free of cost, but then let me remind you, we are looking to give only limited slots for free consultation henceforth, and that would be announced soon. So before we start limiting the free consultation, it is better that you get it done as soon as possible. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth. I am signing off, but before you leave, you know what to do. If you love the content that we share, do press the like button and support us and motivate us so that we can help you with more information to start going to investment. In fact, we are also starting with few videos this week on some knowledge sessions, and the first one is coming right this week. So I hope all of you enjoyed. Do support those videos. That will motivate us to bring you more videos on investments, and I'm sure that will help you to grow financially. Goodbye. Have a great week ahead. This is your Srikanth Rajan signing off.